Well, there's one person watching this.
It's one person.
One person. Hello, one person.
Alright, so it should be working. Hopefully I'll be able to post this to social media. Hello people! How are you? Xander's eating spaghetti. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Expired spaghetti.
Don't worry about it. Oh, this is super blurry. Wait. Okay, sorry. Just taking a selfie for Instagram to say that we're live. Hello. So this is you probably got a notification also on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link that's there so that you can come on over to YouNow, because I can't see any comments on the YouTube page or what's going on over at YouTube. So click the link, come on over to YouNow, join us, come to the dark side, so that we'll be able to actually see what you say. And we'll actually be able to interact with you. And it'll be good.
Y'all should ask us questions.
Ask us questions. And make sure that you send like tweets and stuff. Share the live stream. Thank you for the likes. I have to go to sleep now, but I wanted to say hey. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it a lot.
Boxers or briefs? I'm dead.
Favorite color? Mine is teal. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color today? Because your favorite color changes pretty frequently.
I like green. I'm like deep.
Deep.
I'm deep because I like green, but I like that deep green.
Like foresty green?
That's like...
Happy Pride Month to you too. Do you see the little things pop up?
That's so cute.
Xander has never been on YouNow before, so
this is a new
experience. Welcome them to the YouNow world.
Someone said, "Are you still engaged?" Me too.
No, definitely not. Yes, we are indeed. Yay, we're now featured. We're number 1 on LGBT. That's probably because none of the other LGBT people are up online right now. It's pretty late. Sorry for doing this so late.
Are you both coming to Summer in the City? Yes,
we are. Both of us. I invited Xander to come along with me because why would I want to go and experience all that greatness by myself? Why wouldn't I want to bring the love of my life?
Oh.
How do you find YouNow? Well, you're on YouNow. That's how you commented this, right? I guess. I don't know. Have you ever been to Germany? I have. Thank you for the bars, Rachel. I appreciate that a lot. Xander, have you been to Germany?
No.
You've not been to Germany.
I've never been out of the country other than to Canada.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Because you have family in Canada.
Canada's great.
Canada is great.
Mm.
You love my videos. I love you. Thank you so much. I looked away for a second. Sorry, I was posting about this to my Instagram story. I posted on Snapchat way earlier today, like ridiculously early in the morning, asking if you all wanted us to do a live stream, to screenshot it if you wanted us to do a live stream. And that thing got over 100 screenshots. And I don't think I've ever had that many. I don't know. I'm not as active on Snapchat as I should be. So I'm sorry. I saw that noodle. Please call out my boo eating noodles. YouNow is being weird, so I'm chatting on YouNow and watching on YouTube. Oh dang. Is it being difficult? It's being complicated. Let's scroll up and look at some things real quick.
Favorite animals?
Favorite animals? What's your favorite animal?
Isn't your favorite animal me? I'm just kidding.
I can't believe you just said that out loud.
I'm so
See,
awkward.
The funny thing about this is Xander's already a camera shy person. And so
I say stuff when I get really shy. Like, we were at this meeting the other day with like an NFL star, and everybody got quiet. And there was a comment made, and then for some reason I had to make a comment about wanting alcohol, and everybody got really awkward, and I was like, I just shouldn't have opened my mouth. I felt so awkward.
They made a joke about about alcohol because the other people that were there were older than we were. We were the two youngest people, and so we were all in a group, and they made a moment, or they had an awkward moment because we were the youngest, and so they joked about it. Hey, people, a little note came up to remind you all to share the broadcast. If any of y'all are interested in doing that, you don't have to. It's okay. It's up to you. Whatever feels good for you. Someone asked, when did you start tea?
I started tea March 31st of 2014.
Oh my god, we started in the same month.
Heck yeah.
So I started the 23rd of March.
But a lot of people...
Wait, 2013?
2014.
14, sorry. I heard that
But
wrong.
a lot of people don't know that I've been off of tea for about a little over half a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Because of needle phobia, and
then also being on the track too.
Yeah, I'm also on the track to getting a hysterectomy, so there was like a little confusion there about whether or not I should stay on or if I should just stop completely
or wait for a while and then go back on, which is what you are going to do since you've been off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But he is going to go back on tea before his hysterectomy, which is sometime later this year. Woo!
Yep.
You excited?
I'm very excited.
Excited
I'm also,
to get that mess out.
I'm also very
nervous.
Well, no, I don't care about the operation.
Well, I mean,
I do
about
care.
the going back on tea because of your shot phobia.
Oh yeah. But what I was gonna say was I care about the operation, but I don't care about the people who make it difficult to get the operation. So I'm just kind of like, at this point, yeah.
Well, it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. If y'all
I stopped randomly. I saw somebody's comment.
Oh, did you stop randomly or with supervision? He at first talked to his doctor about going onto the gel, and that was really, really rough on him. Hi, Chris. That's one of my friends.
Aww.
Say hello. You can
Hello,
see its
Chris.
outline because I'm a fan of Chris on YouNow.
That's so cute.
And it also with other people that I follow, it says that they're here. Hi, Chloe.
It just got really cold.
It got cold? Really? I don't know. I feel good. So he went on the gel for a while, and that was rough. And it was really hard on like his mental health and emotions because it's so I talked about this in the live show that I did a few days ago, that it's so unstable, so it's like inconsistent amount of testosterone.
Yeah, that was a mess.
It was really hard on him, so he decided to stop.
This was before you went on tea, and so there was also like the risk of me getting gel on you.
Yeah,
and
this was like November. No, it was you stopped after we moved here, so it was around December. Because there were a few days when we lived here where you were still on tea. Mm-hmm. It was probably December.
Yeah. Or
January, because it was before I even got the job at Office Max.
Yeah, I was doing like a little bit because it was like a 1 month trial, and for some, like, I miraculously made it last like 3 months.
Well, that's because originally when they prescribed it to you, they said to do it on both underarms, but that was too much for you, so you only did it on the one.
Oh yeah.
I think that's why it was last. But yeah, so that was wild. So he's been off of it for a while. Chloe, you said you have a question. What's your question?
I don't know.
You see how it's outlined? Isn't that cool? There's so many comments.
A couple of queers, me too.
You're right. Someone said, "What's your gender?" Don't know it. Doesn't exist. Are you liking where you live now versus North Carolina? Yes. Where I live now is significantly gayer. Chandler, I've been watching you since... Wow, you've been watching me that long? Dang, you've been watching me since before I was 16? Okay. It's not how you spell my name, but that's cool. It's okay. Let's see. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. And thank you for the people that have shared. Chandler, please say hi. You're both adorable. Hello, Max. What's Chloe's question? Can someone pay someone on Patreon to enter the giveaway? Are you asking that so that you can help someone else enter the giveaway? Because I guess really it's just like the account that's on there, because what I'm going to do in order to choose the winner of the giveaway, because if you didn't know, I was doing a giveaway. But the way that I'm going to choose is I'm collecting all of the names. So on Patreon, there's a page that I get to see called My Patron Manager, and it just shows like the reward tiers, and then like the list of all the people who are under that reward tier. So it says like their name, what their pledge is, and how much they've paid to date. And I'm just collecting all of the names, and then there's like a website that's like a random name chooser, and I'm just going to put all the names in, and it's just going to pop out one. So that's how I'm choosing it, so that it's like, you know, random and unbiased. So it's just based off of like the account name. So if the account, if it's under your same account, then it won't pop up. But if it's like someone else's account, then it'll work, because it's just going off of like all of the different names. I hope that answered your question.
I see a lot of people asking about advice on coming out.
Advice on coming out.
Well, the first thing...
Hey, fellow YouNow partner, Uppercase Chase is here. Hi, Chase! It's nice to see you. The tables have turned. Now you're watching me instead of me watching you. But yes, advice on coming out. Would you like to do this one, since no one really knows about your coming out stories?
I would say that safety is like the number one
That's always what I
factor
say.
in coming out to anybody. As long as you're like, make sure that you have a safe environment to come out in. Like, if you have the risk of being thrown out, if you have the risk of, you know, someone doing harm to you, I think you should really consider that. Yeah.
You can, like, the very first thing that I say is always consider safety first, because you are allowed to put your safety first and your needs first. And like, I've seen a few people recently start making videos about this, about how like not coming out or like not being extremely vocal about your identity isn't a bad thing. Like there was this mentality for a while where people were super angry about people not coming out because they think it's like lying or anything, but it's not. You're allowed to not talk about your identity. You're allowed to not come out if it's not safe for you. Yeah. And also, it's nobody's business. Nobody's entitled to know how you identify in any way, shape, or form. And that's something that you are allowed to choose when and how to express, if you want to express it.
Yeah.
So always put your safety first, and definitely like put that into consideration. And just know that even if it doesn't go well, that you are still valid, and you will find community, and you'll find people who support you and who will help you through that rough time and let you know that you're valid. Hi, Sarah. I think Chase left. See? Chase went live. Everyone left over to Chase because now we're number 2 on LGBT. Dang.
Somebody asked, are you allowed to change what you identify as?
Absolutely. Yes. I always consider it as, because I know that a lot of crap that I've gotten. So like both of us at one point or another identified as lesbians. And so obviously we don't anymore. But one thing that I always say is like, people gave us crap about like us changing who we are and how it was a phase and blah blah blah. And first of all, who cares if it is? Who cares, honestly, if like something does turn out to be a phase? Like, even like, you're not hurting anyone. You're allowed to explore your identity. You're allowed to experiment and find out what feels comfortable for you. You're allowed to like go on this journey to like figure out who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I like to consider it isn't so much the idea of like, oh, it's a phase and you were never really that and blah blah blah. Is like, your past experiences aren't suddenly invalidated based off of your current experiences. It's just like figuring out more pieces to the puzzle, you know, just like piecing the puzzle together, and you know, and we collect more as we go along and learn more about ourselves. So there's nothing like, your past isn't suddenly invalid just because you've like pieced together more of the puzzle and figured out more yourself, you know? So like, don't let people tell you crap.
Yeah, I mean, I've identified as like maybe 4...
A million different things, like, me too.
I started off when I first came out, and this was in 2012 or 2013.
Mm-hmm.
I think I felt I was more androgynous aligned, but like I
You
still
probably didn't have a vocabulary for it at the time, though.
No, I did no, because like I started doing my research and I identified as non-binary first, and then around the end of 2013 I identified fully as a trans guy, but I've always felt like that
still wasn't quite right.
Still wasn't. I don't know. I felt like I had to. I felt like my surrounding, like the people in my life, were like, you have to choose one or the other. Like, I didn't get that so much from my mom. You know, my mom's like really cool about everything. Like when I came out as non-binary a couple months ago to her, she was totally cool. She just asked like, what pronouns do you use now? Are you still using the same pronouns? So, I mean, I definitely think it's okay to, like, you know...
Thank you for the bars. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely think it's cool to...
Thank you, Adam. Thank you for the bars. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but I want to make sure that I'm thanking people. Thank you so much. All right, sorry. Continue.
I want parents like y'all.
Let us be your parents.
Let us adopt all of you.
I do want to just quickly throw in that one thing that I've seen as an update since I used YouNow before is now you have like a free spin, which I didn't know before because the last time I did a broadcast other than a few days ago was like a year ago. So if you have your free spin still at this late hour in the day, then if you wouldn't mind using it on us so that we can be your parents. But your parents your mom has been really good about it. I think both of our dads had a really hard time. Your dad came around.
My dad was kind of weird, like, because before I even came out as trans, he always treated me like a 40-year-old man, and so I don't know why he had such a hard time, like, coming around with that. So, I don't know. He was just always expected, like, I was always a tomboy, and so that's how he, you know, learned to treat me, was like a tomboy. Like, let's go lift 50-pound weights together and let's go
do stereotypical man things.
Yeah.
Wait, if you have kids, what will they call you, Chandler? Is this like asking what the gender neutral version of like mommy daddy is? Because, or like mom and dad? Because what I've seen is like parent. And so, like, the abbreviation, like, how mother goes to mommy and father goes to daddy or whatever, and then parent, and then people have, like, been talking about saying, like, Perry, just P-A-R-R-Y, I don't know.
I just read about another one that uses R-E-N, Ren, out of parent. They take Ren.
That's cute.
And Rennie.
That's adorable.
Rennie, yeah.
I like that. That's nice. Chandler, have you ever talked about your sister? A few times. Now, my sister hates social media. That's just, like... She just hates social media. Because when I first came out, like my coming out video online to my mom, I talk about how she's been more accepting of my sister and things like that. And a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, you have a sister who's trans?" And so everyone was like, "Hey, can you do a video with your sister?" And I was like, she would never be comfortable with that. So I wouldn't ask her to put herself in a situation where she doesn't feel comfortable, you know? So I was like, she hates social media. So she would never be interested in being in a video. But yes, my sister is trans.
Yeah, I could never see your sister doing it.
My sister would never want to do that. Yeah. She's older than me. Her birthday is tomorrow. That's cool. She's turning 23.
Wild.
Yeah.
She must be having a crisis. Even more so than I am.
She's having a crisis from aging. We're all aging. Birthdays are completely obsolete because we are constantly aging. Constantly. It's not like you age a whole year in a day. You are constantly aging. I told him that when he was having a crisis, and he was like, wow, that makes me feel
I'm turning
so bad.
20.
I'm turning 20. Let's see.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah says, what up, Xander? Are you thinking about changing your profile pic on YouTube now that you've started your transformation? I might. I've had that picture for years. Well, not years. Not years. It's not been that long. It's been almost 1 year, I think, or about a year. But I did take another like professional nice picture that I've been working with like making some new merch, like minimalist designs and stuff. I don't take enough like HQ high quality pictures. Thank you for the bars. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't take enough high quality pictures to like be constantly changing my profile pics and stuff. It's funny because I see like other YouTubers who constantly take like high quality, high definition photos, and I'm like, do you have a photographer that just goes around with you? Because I ain't got time for that.
I could be your photographer.
You want to be my photographer?
I could. I would take really bad pictures.
Just like slightly blurry, just slightly shake. Dang. Oh, that's so funny. But I might start taking more since I will start to, experience changes. Let's see. Hi, Chandler and Xander. Hello, Megan.
It's cold in here.
It's cold. Sarah says, come to Texas.
Okay, if you've got the money.
If you've got the money, we're there.
I've got the time. Actually, I don't have the time.
No, we're very busy. Listen, that's why we're doing this so late in the days, because we've been busy all day. My parents don't accept me as non-binary. My mom is really bitter about it. Any advice? They also don't accept the fact that I have a girlfriend. I would say in those situations where they're unaccepting, one of the most important things to remind them is not only like this is who I am, but being true to myself makes me happy. Because I remember when I first was like thinking even that I might be in the LGBTQ community, when I was first coming out as like not even trans but like gay when I was younger, I would watch like lesbians on YouTube and like their coming out experiences. And I remember one that I watched said, at the end of the day, like even if your parents are unaccepting, like they want you to be happy. That is like, in that situation, to just remind whoever is unaccepting of you, whether it's like family, guardians, friends, that you being out, being yourself makes you happy. Being who you are makes you happy. And just keep reminding them that it feels good to be yourself and that you feel happy being yourself. You answered my question, but I forgot to say hi. So hello, I love you guys. Hello. It's nice to see you. You've helped me accept myself the way I am and not care what anyone else thinks. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Being gay is okay. Hell yeah, it is. Hey, I live in Italy and it's 3:30. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry that we kept you up so late. Hopefully, in the future, we will do these at a whole bunch of different rays of times.
That person has been like trying to get our attention.
Which one? This one?
The panda one.
The panda one. Hello, hi. The panda one.
The panda one.
Hi. I'm hoping that we can do like live streams at a whole like different array of times, so that we can get everybody who wants to watch them to watch them, and not just like people in similar time zones, Same here in Germany, 3:30. I'm so sorry. Please sleep. Please get sleep. I appreciate you coming to say hello, but sleep is important.
I want to answer Sarah's question.
Are you ready for Summer in the City?
No.
Yes. We're not ready because we're gonna go broke because Summer in the City. So I don't know if you all know this, but when I went to VidCon last year as a featured creator, they paid for the hotel. I only had to pay for flights. But Summer in the City, when I asked them like, hey, can I be a guest? They said right away, of course, we'd love to have you. That's super awesome, super great. But we need to let you know that we don't have anything in the budget for travel or hotel. And so we're paying for the flights and the hotels. Luckily, though, I don't know if any of you know Danny. I don't entirely know how to pronounce her name because every time they say it super quickly. Danny is an agender YouTuber. I can type it. But Danny actually has a place where we'll be able to stay because we're going to London for a week. And so Danny actually is helping us find a place to stay where we won't have to pay for a hotel. We are paying for a hotel during Summer in the City, so the first few days. But then after, when we're just doing some exploring around London, then we will be staying with Danny. Someone asked, what time is it for you? It is 9:28 at night. Party time. It's time to get a watch.
It's wine time.
Isn't it funny? It's old meme time. It's peanut butter jelly time.
It's adventure time.
I cringe just saying that.
Let's roll it back.
Thank you for introducing me to the term demisexual, because I am now demi and proud. That's awesome. I'm glad that you are proud of who you are and that you have
Yikes, someone said thoughts on Blair White.
We won't
Let's not talk about
these
her.
things. Because how I feel about a lot of things is that I don't need to be attacked. I don't do any attacking on YouTube, so I would prefer to not be attacked. So I will say that I feel like one of the reasons that like anti-feminist channels get a lot of views is because they're just so like dang intriguing. And like I know Ash has told me before that Ash says that like sometimes it is like falling down a rabbit hole with watching videos, and it just makes you hate yourself. Like don't ever watch anything that you know going into it you won't feel good, because like with me with like if it's a video about there are only two genders, I'm like I can't watch this. I will not feel good 10 minutes from now.
It makes me want to fight somebody.
Yeah, so I would just caution to any like video on the internet, if you know going into it that you will not feel good, then it's okay not to watch it. Also, I don't know if you all know this, but YouTube videos, their popularity really is attributed to the algorithms. So if you didn't know this, the more you share a video, the more its algorithm, the algorithm on YouTube promotes it. The more it's watched, the longer the watch time is. So if you're watching a video and you watch it to completion, that helps the algorithm. So that boosts the video more so that it shows up more on like popular pages and in the suggested feed on the sides and stuff. Sharing the videos, watching the videos, subscribing, like all of these things help the algorithm. And that's really what happened when I first started making videos a few years ago, like consistently started making videos, is my videos went viral because they kept hitting the algorithm, and because people kept clicking and kept clicking, and so it kept boosting the algorithm. I will say though, another thing that works against the algorithm, have you ever noticed those three little dots next to a YouTube video that you can click and it brings up a little tiny menu and one of the options says not interested? Do yourselves a favor, and if it comes up a video that is very bad, click that and click not interested, because it disrupts the algorithm and shows that video less. Because like if a video is like really, really bad, like of course, like I don't know if you all know about like the ad apocalypse that's been going on, but part of the reason that the advertisers left was because their ad was being played next to a video about like hate speech. I'm pretty sure that it was about ISIS, and so they were understandably uncomfortable with their ad being played next to that video. So if you see videos that make you extremely uncomfortable and are very bad, click not interested. All the anti-feminists are clicking not interested on our videos and having all of their viewers click not interested on our videos, you know, because it's in culture right now. It's more common. Thank you for the bars. Sorry, I just interrupted myself. But it's more common in culture right now on YouTube culture, for people who are anti something, like anti-feminists to go to a feminist channel and attack the channel, harass the channel, dislike the videos, and like not interested in the video or disrupt the algorithm than it is for us to go onto their videos. We don't ever go onto their videos and like harass them, you know, like we would never do something like that. So like the culture is very like right now with all of their viewers harassing our videos, it's creating this culture on YouTube where now all of their videos, which are extremely controversial, are getting so many views because people are like, wow, this is so interesting and this person is so hated and whoa, this is so controversial and cool. But then they're very, very intense followers, and so they go and harass us. So I think just the best way like to counteract that is just like click not interested on their videos, because you know it's just like how it's like our best way to almost like combat the culture that's growing in a way that's like how YouTube was meant to be used. Like obviously videos have like with the algorithm, they have different ways to be changed. I mean, how to fix or like affect the algorithms so that videos are either promoted or they're not, you know, because they don't want to promote videos that are bad, but then they also want to promote videos that are good, which, you know, the algorithms are extremely faulty, which is why there are so many things in place for us to be able to affect the algorithm. Like clicking the like button. This is why it's so important for you to click the like button on videos that you watch and videos that you like. And I know personally, I definitely forget to do this. Like, because sometimes with like YouTubers that I watch like all of their videos, it's something that I forget to do, to like their videos. But always make sure that you like the videos to help boost the algorithm so that it boosts the views, and watch the videos for a longer period of time. That always helps the algorithm too, is like increasing watch time. So like right now, I have we have pages of like analytics and stuff that we see on our end. Ash and I talked about this in the video that we did on my channel, where we talked about how sometimes YouTube is just hard. But we talked about this and how there's like this whole page of analytics for us. And one of the analytics that we have information for is watch time, and increasing that always helps. I know right now my average view duration is like 2 minutes. So that one really helps a lot. When you say they attack us, do you mean other LGBT YouTubers? Yes. Like LGBTQ YouTubers, feminist specific YouTubers, you know, just like how, oh, are you taking your gross spaghetti away? But yeah, just a whole bunch of, listen, there's so much to YouTube. Like there's so much that's like, I don't want to say like behind the scenes, but like stuff that creators see, like the analytics and stuff and like demographics. And I don't pay any attention to the demographics because they only separate it into male and female. And I'm like, I know that ain't right. I know that's not right. And I brought this up a long while ago on Twitter about how I didn't pay attention to the demographics because I knew they were wrong. And someone whose bio, obviously take everything with a grain of salt, but someone whose bio said that they worked at YouTube said that they were actually working on a way to implement more accurate demographics, not just male and female, but like more. And I was like, this better be freaking real because, hello. But yeah, so hopefully, eventually, YouTube will stop pulling its constant crap against LGBTQ people. Because first the restricted mode, and then the adpocalypse now with the what's considered family-friendly content, and apparently LGBTQ people aren't family-friendly. Which is just, Someone keeps asking us about, or a few people keep asking us about our tattoos. Would you like to talk about your tattoos?
Okay.
So, real quick, I have less tattoos than he does. I have 3, you have 4, right?
Yeah, I'm about to have 5.
I have this one on my arm. Sorry for covering your face. It says, "Have faith in me." We have one that matches on our sides.
Oh, yeah, I'm not about to lift up my shirt, though.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But there's a picture of it on my Instagram. We have swans that face each other.
Yeah.
That are in like a wreath.
Gay.
It's pretty gay. And then I also have a giant thigh piece, which is also on my Instagram. That is a bouquet of flowers and a swallowtail butterfly, which is my favorite one. Thank you. I appreciate the bars. Thank you so much.
Also, wait. I forget sometimes where my tattoos are at, and so I'm like, I have to think about,
It's like, where is it?
So,
Where's the tattoo?
This is lavender. People, like, mistake it for wheat somehow. It's
Wheat.
Purple. Wheat isn't purple.
Wheat is a grain.
I got this tattoo because I really am just
You like
obsessed with lavender and rosemary and, like, a bunch of
Yes.
other herbs. I really like botany and flowers. And I just wanted to get it. It's just always something that I've been interested in getting.
And then on the back.
And then on the back, you can't really see it, but it's a UFO that's got its laser.
It says,
light
"Get
back.
in, loser."
And
it's a.
I got that tattoo with my best friend in Hampton. We were high school best friends. We're still best friends. We don't really talk though. But it was just kind of like a cheap line work tattoo that cost $40. It was kind of just something on the spot that we did. But I love it. I always get my tattoos always get mistaken for, like, this one gets mistaken for a mushroom, which, I mean, I can sort of see. Somebody asked me if it was a potato once, and I was like,
That doesn't look like
a
potato.
I don't know. Well, they were looking at this part, the round part, and they were like, "Is that a potato?" I was like,
Still doesn't look like a potato.
Have you gone to school?
And then
my other one, is Amy Winehouse.
And it says, "Our day will come,"
which is a cover that she did on her Lioness album. And Amy Winehouse is my favorite artist ever. I love her.
Let's see.
Oh, somebody asked advice on getting a first tattoo. Carb up. So what I like to do before every tattoo is eat a stack of pancakes.
You didn't do that when we had our matching tattoo.
We had bread though. We had like bread content.
Okay, well, that's not a thought that ever crossed my mind, and I sat through a 5-hour-long tattoo. So, I would say the first thing to consider is location, because different places hurt different amounts. Yeah. If you are a teeny tiny person like I am, definitely consider like where you want it, because of like with my side tattoo on my rib cage, woo, that hurt.
That hurt.
But like we
So
don't
bad.
like, it's pretty much like you just touch there and it's bones for me. So like just know where you want it, and then like know that the pain varies differently based off of how close you are to like where a bone is, or where like really sensitive skin is with lots of like nerves. Because like my thigh piece, like the thigh generally did not really hurt much, but the closer she got to my inner thigh, it really hurt. The closer she got to my knee or my hip, really hurt.
Bruh. That must have hurt so bad.
Yeah, but that's only in like the specific places, obviously. Like this one right here, there's a lot of cushion, and
But
so
that
it
was
didn't.
also just like
7 minutes.
that didn't even have color.
Yeah.
Like the one that I got, he got really close to my armpit.
See, but that hurts.
Oh my god.
So like
that
with
hurt.
mine, what hurt? It hurt towards the end over here, and then a little here. This is more cushion than this one is. But as he got to the end, I was like, this is starting to hurt a little. What happened to our surviving camera? Oh, rip. You know, I actually, yesterday, contacted the people who used to be in it with me, or at least a few of the girls who were in it, and none of us even remember the password. But the reason that we stopped, I don't know if you know about all the our Savannah camera drama, but we were all friends. But there was one girl who was 12. So she was really young and she was very immature. And she had, so the two girls that started it, Jenna, I love Jenna, and another person. And they started it, and Jenna was older. I think she was about 14 when we started it. But they had like an on-off friendship, and they created the channel during one of the on times of their friendship. Ooh. And so the younger girl who was, I mean, she was immature because, you know, she was younger, and that's just kind of who she was. Anyway, she kind of threw a bit of a fit, and so she hacked our Twitter, changed all the pictures, sent all of her friends to like harass us on social media and like send us all this hate. And she was 12, and she was having everybody send us all these hate messages and talk about how bad we were and blah blah blah, and like give crap to the channel, and it was really unnecessary. And so we like created a new Twitter account. I actually had a Twitter account that I didn't use because I made it for memes. I know. And so we refurbished the Twitter account to be our 2.0, and we had to change the password for the channel, but we all pretty much immediately forgot what it was changed to, and we just never got into it again. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I felt bad because one of the girls asked me, hey, do you remember the password? Can you log in and private all of my videos? And I was like, sorry, I don't remember what the password is. And then I was thinking the other day, I was like, I really wish I could like private my videos on there. Not because I'm like ashamed of them or anything, but like just because I know that they're directing to a channel that's no longer active. And so it doesn't make sense for there to be more traffic going to the channel if there's you know, nothing happening on the channel. And so I asked some of the other girls, and they were like, we don't remember the password. And I was like, well, those videos are going to be on the internet forever. And if you didn't know, there is a video on there from Dare Week. We had like different themes every week, and Dare Week, the person who was 12 who like threw a little fit, she dared me to cover my face in peanut butter and serenade a bag of cheese. And so that is an actual video that actually exists on the internet forever, and you can watch it, and it's a mess. Someone said, please give me a shout out. I'm the panda one. Hello. We remember you. Fellow YouNow partner Lainey bought us here. Hello, Lainey. This is our friend. We've made videos with Lainey. I gotta go. Bye. Love you guys. Goodbye. Those of you who are in ridiculous time zones where it's a ridiculous time, you need to get some sleep. I'm just letting you know.
Sarah's back.
Sarah is back.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Sarah. If you didn't know, Sarah is a friend of mine.
The trouble is here.
Sarah has done a lot of music for me in the past. And she is a very talented musician. Official Sarah K Music on YouTube, giving you that promo. She is in my little featured channels. Chandler, can my friend who is 100 days clean get a shout out? Yes, yeah. That's amazing. We're very proud of you. You're doing such a great job. And you are so awesome and so strong. My name is Lainey. That freaked me out when you said that. That's so funny. Well, you're our friend too now. Hello. Welcome to the friend squad. I have to go. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. It's 9:46 p.m. over here. It's 9:46 p.m. here too. We're in the same time zone. That's awesome. Do y'all have any advice on coming out to cis friends? Don't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Why do you have cis friends? Who has cis friends anymore? No, I'm just kidding.
Do we have cis friends?
We have cis friends. Celeste is cis.
Oh, right.
My best friend is cis. Brandy is cis.
Yeah, Brandy is cis.
I would say just make sure that if they don't quite understand transgender identities, just like explain a little. Chris is cis. Hello, Chris. Just kind of explain it a little. Like, obviously, there are going to be people of any gender identity that don't understand maybe a different gender identity. Yeah. So, like, for example, there are trans people who don't yet quite understand non-binary identities, you know? So, sweats and cis. Dang. But I'd just say, like, with anybody who maybe doesn't know much about identities, just, you know, give them a little nudge, give them a little push to get them there, you know. Ooh, stretching my leg out.
It's cold.
It's cold. I would go to sleep, but you have 69 viewers at the moment. I can't ruin that.
69.
Hey, LMAO.
Hey.
Let's see. Can I get a shout out for no reason? I just love you guys. Hello. We love you too.
Will you say hi to me?
Hello.
Hello.
That's the person that I just gave the shout out. Hello. Maddie, that is Chandler's BFF. Hello. This is my BFF and my BF. I get out of school next week. Nice. So can I ask you all a question? Let's wait until we have the consensus.
Yes, someone said yes.
Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yes.
Okay. What is the next video that you all would like to see? Because I mentioned before some of the videos that I have that are coming up. Like, I have like a sarcastic Q&A that I need to do. We're gonna make a LGBTQ sex ed, which I kind of want to maybe do like a little series, because there's so much to jam pack into like 10 minutes up. You know, we ain't gonna mess with that. We want to get some information. And then also there was another video that I had talked about that I needed to do. Do I not remember it now? Someone said nail art. I have not painted my nails in a very long time. I should.
I think I painted my nails last.
Yeah, I think you were the last person to paint your nails. Nail art. Would y'all actually be interested in that? I mean, I could. If you want, you know.
I want nails.
Dealing with ace stuff as a teen. That's a very good... I actually have like a whole list of videos that eventually that I want to make. And I do want to make more about like being asexual and like different experiences and stuff with like sexuality, because I do talk a lot about gender, and talking about gender is very important, but I feel like I should also do a lot of different identity based videos, not just about my gender or lack thereof, I should say. Y'all should do a fun challenge video together.
What kind of challenge?
What challenge should we...
challenge.
Stop. You know what's really funny? That it's funny that you mentioned that, because do y'all know the YouTuber Demands One, my friend who came from Canada, whom I love and adore? They once told me that I can like, it was something along the lines of like, make all the videos that you want. You know, you got to do what you want to do. But don't make another chapstick challenge video, because I think the internet would explode. I was like, you're not wrong. The internet would explode if I made another chapstick challenge. Woo! 2 was enough.
2 was enough.
2 was enough.
Can we have a sequel, but instead it's me? I'm dead.
See, but it's funny because my other friend before, made a comment about how the two of us shouldn't do a chapstick challenge video.
I mean, I agree.
We should
I was
not.
just joking about
We
it.
should never do that. Also, the chapstick challenge has been dead for like 2 years. So.
Yeah.
Woo! It would be so sad for us to revive that challenge.
No, but I really want to know what kind of challenge they want me to do because I'm very competitive.
Yeah,
so.
You're ridiculous. I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, challenge videos aren't really like popular right now. Like nobody's making challenge videos. There's no like big challenge trend going on right now. I feel like challenges were the biggest in like 2015. Let's see. I like your hair. Thanks. I appreciate that. Do you like Xander's hair? I like Xander's hair. Tell Xander you like Xander's hair.
Oh. Ew.
Sorry.
Ew.
Hello again. You say you're back. Hi. Maybe a house tour. We've made those before.
We already made that.
We made that. Although, if and when we move apartments, we will make a house tour of that.
Y'all are gay. They like my hair. That's so gay.
And that's what makes someone gay, is liking someone else's hair. What are your thoughts on joining the GSA in high school? I was the president of my high school GSA. So do it. Get a supportive little network. We love your hair, Xander.
No homo.
No homo, but
I'm just kidding.
You should do a Q&A, but every time you get it wrong, you get to have the other person wax the place.
Jesus.
Oh.
I feel like that.
Thank you for the bars. Thank you.
That would be like really bad.
And see, listen.
That would be.
Let me lift this up so you can see his hairy
Don't
leg.
show my troll feet.
Look at that.
No, it gets worse. It's not as bad like on camera. It looks like a blanket.
So, you mean like a couple Q&A, and like when they do the thing or answer the question wrong, we wax the legs? Because
that would be
legs,
easy for them.
Yeah,
that
my
would not
legs
be easy for
would
me.
be perfect and hairy and beautiful for like my personal likings, for my person, my body.
I'm just a human Sasquatch.
His legs would be red and completely hair free from. You should do a series where you get people of different identities, like you did with the agender video, and ask them questions. That's a good idea. Like a collab with like a whole bunch of other people of other identities, like with the trans body positivity video that we did recently. I like that. I will have to coordinate that. A skit about annoying things people say to ace people. Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Oh man. Goodness gracious. I kind of have you all seen my video what is allosexual with Miss Fender? Because we talk about essentially it was like crap people say to ace people, but reversed to someone who's not ace. And those were just both of those videos were just so funny. The video that we did on my channel and the video that we did on her channel, which was asexual and having sex ? ! Super clickbaity. To be honest, I was looking for Chandler Riggs' channel when I found yours, and I've been watching it ever since. Nice! The only reason you come here is because of name similarities, then welcome aboard, you know? What should I call my significant other as a pet name? They're uncomfortable with babe/baby. I'm guessing you want like gender neutral terms.
Ask them.
Yeah, you can always ask. Just ask. One thing that I always recommend for like when you're referring to someone as something is like, for example, when my friends like want to try out different pronouns, is I ask like, would you like me to call you these pronouns? Just so you can see how it feels. And then you can tell me, hey, I actually don't want to be called those pronouns, or like, yeah, those pronouns feel good. Do call me that. So I say just like, you could always say to them, like, I can like call you this for a few days and see how you feel.
Yeah. Communication is always really great when like finding out what, you know, what your partner's wants and needs are.
Yeah, communication is key. What happened to the Kik group chat? I deleted Kik off of my phone a long time ago, and then someone told me that is that a bug? A fly?
That flew in my face.
But that some people were like, I don't want to say like hacking the group, but like people were joining the group and then saying like insulting things and then leaving or whatever before they could be like reported or blocked. So it's your leg. It's funny because the camera angle makes this look like this is not your leg. It looks like it's your booty.
I killed the bug. Oh. Am I thick?
Nice.
My bad. I killed the bug.
So I deleted the Kik group chats, or I removed the people, everyone from them, and then I changed the little join code because I was informed that people were joining and then like harassing the people in it and then like leaving. And I was like, this is just a mess because it was a lot. There was a lot that happened. How does Xander refer to you as opposed to the traditional terms of boyfriend and girlfriend? Well, now Xander calls me like fiance and stuff like that. But before, when we were just like relationship partner and not engaged, you called me partner, significant other. You called me soulmate. We call each other soulmate. That's always one of my favorites. I like that.
Oh my god, there's a camel cricket in the... Can I get that? That's gonna bother me.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Tiny little thing? Do y'all know what a camel cricket is?
Really active too, which makes me very angry.
Do y'all know what a camel cricket is? I just realized there's a spider on my ceiling. Yay. Note the sarcasm. Oh no, it's someone messaging. So, are you gonna whack the camel cricket?
I'm gonna try, and I'm probably gonna scream.
It's probably too tiny. It'll go right through that fly swatter. Oh, I think you got it. Look.
Okay.
Look up. Look what happened.
Oh, well.
Dang.
Bye-bye, security deposit.
If y'all have ever seen any of if you have ever seen a camel cricket, it is terrifying. And supposedly they are only within the US they are native to Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina only. There are 50 states and they are only in these 3.
I am dead.
I feel cheated. I feel hurt. I feel betrayed.
Well, I'm just glad we got it before it was full grown.
Okay, listen, we're not even going to talk about this.
Okay,
thank you for being you, Chandler. You have made the world a greater place. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. I got outed to my parents today. Do you have any tips on getting over it? How did your parents react is my first question. Because there's different advice depending on the situation. Bye, Chandler and Xander. I really have to sleep now, but keep doing what you are doing, making people smile. Thanks. Have a good night. Get to sleep. It's probably like 4 a.m. for you now. The spider disappeared. Set your house on fire. The spider is there. Time to burn the house down. Let's see. You are the world's best YouTuber. Oh, thank you. I kind of get down on myself because I feel like I have a problem with like comparing myself to others. And I talked about this in my video with Ash, is that all of the competition is right there for you to see. And so I get down on myself a lot about like feeling like I'm not as good as other YouTubers. And I shouldn't compare myself because I know it's a bad thing to do. But I compare myself and then I feel like, well, I'm nobody's favorite. Like maybe people like me or I'm, okay. But I'm nobody's favorite YouTuber. I tell myself that and then I'm like, don't be mean to yourself at self. You should collab with Chase Ross if you ever are available. We have been talking about collabing. And if you didn't know, Chase is actually live right now too. He was here for like 2 seconds before he went live. Found the spider. It was on my bed with me. I may or may not have screamed. Listen, I understand. Are you still on tea? Yes. What day is today? Is today Wednesday or Thursday?
Today is Wednesday.
I had a tea shot yesterday.
Wait. Okay, it's not tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow yet. It's only Wednesday. You were the first non-binary YouTuber I ever started watching, then I first started questioning my gender. Aww. I'm glad that you found me and got your nice little sense of community here.
Oh, people are starting to be gay now.
They're telling me that I'm their favorite YouTuber because I crap talk myself a little. I'm sorry. I will be more positive. I do appreciate that a lot. You and Ash are the best. Oh, because you have unknowingly helped me with understanding my identity. Ash is one of the best people I have ever met.
Yeah.
I will say that straight up because Ash came to visit me and we had such a good time, and literally we didn't film the videos. We filmed 4 videos. So far only 2 of them are up. So far that I know, because I haven't put up my second one that I did with them, which is us reacting to my old videos. That's gonna be great for y'all to watch. But then we did another one for their channel, which I'm not entirely sure if they uploaded it because it was kind of like timely. But we didn't even film the videos until the day they were supposed to leave, like a few hours before I had to take them to the airport, because the entire rest of the weekend we were so excited and chatty and like going places and doing things and, you know, hanging out. And so I gotta say that I even DM'd them on Twitter later, and I said, I gotta be honest, I feel like you are one of my best friends. And they said the same thing to me, and I was like, listen, you're a good person. Every day in my geometry class, there are 4 people who will always write 2 genders on the board before class, and the teacher doesn't do anything. My suggestion is, after they write it, go up and say, and write more than in front of it. Just spite them. Just do it. If they're going out of their way to be hateful and make the world a worse place, then you get to go out of your way to make the world a better place and be more respectful. Platonic gayness. True. True. Me and Ash are good pals. Platonic pals. I kind of want to wear more masculine clothing, but I fear judgment from my mother. There are things that you can always do to feel more masculine that for like people who aren't accepting won't really like notice or like bat an eyelash much. So like the very first thing that I always recommend to people to be like subtly more masculine is like hair growth. So like don't shave like your underarms or your legs, because that's something that like people won't really care about. Like, I mean, if you're like wearing shirts, which you most likely are, people won't really, or your mom won't really tell that you're not shaving your underarms, which I know that for one of my friends who is a trans guy, that was something that immediately made him feel better, was not shaving his underarms. And then also like not shaving your legs. I know my mom did not give a crap when I stopped shaving my legs, because she didn't really shave hers either, and she was like, I get it, it's a lot of work, I ain't about that, I only shave the calf. And I was like, girl, I like you. My mom's always been cool about those things, because my mom was always really, really tomboyish, and so she just always saw me as like her, I guess you could say. So just like subtly masculine things you could do. I would say another thing that people really don't bat an eyelash at is like not wearing makeup, or What's something else that you can think of that's like subtly masculine?
Subtly masculine.
I would say wear more t-shirts and pants, like jeans.
Yeah.
Khaki pants. Those made me feel better. I instantly felt better with my in terms of my masculinity when I started wearing khaki pants. Get yourself some nice khaki pants. I think it's incredible that you're doing what you're doing. I really wish I had someone like you as a role model type person when I was younger. Aww, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, somebody just like made a really good point. Using male deodorant and
buy things that are marketed towards guys. And that's another thing that I think is really cool is like I wouldn't say like, you know, everything is like gender neutral. I wouldn't say anything is like a boy's this or a girl's that, you know, things aren't inherently gendered. But like if you get stuff that's marketed towards guys, so like for example, that's a good way of like phrasing things in my opinion, because it is stuff that's marketed towards guys and it can make you feel more masculine and feel better with being masculine since you want to be more masculine. Sorry, that was like really around. But I would just say look into things that are marketed to guys. Like another thing you can do is shave your peach fuzz. So like everyone has at least a little bit of hair on their face in some way or another, and when cis guys go through puberty, they lose all of that like peach fuzz hair that's there and then start growing like actual beards. But everyone has like peach fuzz and stuff, especially like right around here, and I would just suggest shaving it. Get that nice smooth face, if that's something you'd want to do. Xander looks tired. Are you tired?
Yeah.
We're tired.
I'm a little tired.
We're always tired. We are mentally and physically exhausted 24/7. Chandler, do this tomorrow. We will try and do more live streams more often. Chandler, how did your dad take your legal name change? Not well. Not well. We were driving to college. And it was a 4.5-hour trip, and he didn't say anything about it the entire time. We're having a great ride, talking about music, laughing about jokes, all these things. And then once we finally got on the campus, he says to me, I really wish you would have kept your real name because your real name is so much prettier, and I wish you would have kept this as your business name. And I was like, I'm trans as a business. This is my business model.
You're professionally trans.
I'm professionally trans.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm trans.
Yeah, what do you do for a living? You know, I make my money being trans. I wish it were that easy. I wish I could just be trans and make money. That would be so easy. My sister constantly says to me, you need to shave 24/7, and my mom is constantly trying to get me to wear makeup. What kind of advice do you have with that? You could shave like your face and say, I did shave. Don't you want to feel it? Sorry, that's only if you're safe to make like smart ass comments.
Yeah.
I would say you could just say to your sister that it makes you feel uncomfortable when she says that. And then if your mom is constantly trying to get you to wear makeup, you could always make the compromise of wearing more subtle makeup. So like if you wanted to just wear, instead of like the full face, the full glam, powder foundation, you can't really feel it on your face. So I know that that's what I used to wear a lot when I was younger, was powder foundation, because to be honest, it doesn't do much. So powder foundation from like a cheap drugstore, convenience store, whatever. Slightly tinted lip balm. That way people can, like, your mom can think that you're wearing makeup, but like you're not really. Mascara is something else that's like really subtle. You could put just like one coat on and be like, yeah, I'm wearing makeup, see? But I would say just go for like the more subtle stuff. Fill in your eyebrows, if that's something you'd be interested in, because like I know that actually for my friends who are non-binary, that actually makes them feel better androgynous and like less the feminine, more masculinist. Thank you for the bars. I appreciate that a lot. But that filling in your eyebrows, like I know that it actually makes me feel better too, because if you go on YouTube and you search like masculine makeup tutorial, there are a lot of trans guys who post makeup tutorials about how to contour their face and like their jawline, or at least how they do it, and then also like filling in eyebrows, because typically there's less of an arch.
Yeah.
However you pronounce it.
Yeah.
There's less of that in the eyebrows of like cis males than in like cis women. So that's something that I can always recommend. Is just go crazy with your eyebrows. Just go wild. Get it all. You know, go good with your eyebrows.
Yes, that's me, the professional gay.
That's me, the professional gay.
Me too.
Get a business card, the professional gay. Hello, yes, I am professionally gay. Do your makeup, then wash it off at school. True.
Mm-hmm.
Take a makeup wipe with you to school, or that's if you get home before your parents do. If you don't, or if like your parents are stay at home, or whoever is there at home who is like, you need to wear makeup, if they are there when you get home, maybe don't do that, because they'll be like, where's your makeup, what happened? But if they get home later than you can always be like, oh, I just wiped it off once I got home. My phone battery is going to die on me. The professional trans.
I need to get business cards that say Tramp Happy.
Tramp Happy.
Tramp Happy.
So this would be a lovely time for me to remind all of you wonderful, lovely people, that if you're watching this on YouTube, to click over to watch it on YouNow, so that I can see all your comments. And then also on YouNow, you get a free spin. And if you wouldn't mind using your little free spin on us, we will really appreciate that, because it helps us out a lot. And I know Chase has been talking about this a lot in his broadcast recently, but YouTube is a mess, TM, right now. So we would really appreciate it if you could help us out and use your free spin on us.
Mm-hmm.
You have your free spin in 2 minutes. Well, don't worry, because we're not going anywhere for the next 2 minutes.
Somebody asked,
how do I use my spin on you? I'm pretty new to this. I used my free spin on Chase a few days ago when I finally got back onto YouNow, and I'm pretty sure it pops up under like the video, and you can just click on it, I think, and then it pops it over on the side. I don't know. That's all I remember, is that it came up under the video, and I clicked on it, and then it spun around, and then it chose something, and it said that this was sent to the creator, whatever. This was sent to the streamer. I can't remember.
Somebody said
in the GIF box, it's on the top right. Top right.
Well, we wouldn't have it because
we're the broadcasting people. There's a little GIF box with a giraffe on my phone. Thank you for the likes.
Somebody asked, I saw this question a little bit up the chat. Somebody asked that how do they get their mom to let them go to Pride with their friend who is non-binary?
Just say that you're just going to hang out with a friend.
Or to support them. You
don't even have to tell your parents that you're going to Pride. Just say, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my friend for the day. We're going to go to the mall or something. We're going to go to the movies. The movies always makes it known that you're going to be gone for a few hours. If you're on mobile, click on the present with a giraffe popping out. That's what someone said about the free spin.
Hey from Ireland.
Hi from
Hello.
Ireland. You should be asleep, buddy. What are you doing? Thank you for coming to support us. Have you been to Pride? I haven't.
I have.
Xander has. How many Prides have you been to?
I've been to 2 so far. I want to go...
You went back when your hair was blonde, didn't you?
Actually, no. I've been to 3 prides, I think. Last year was my 3rd. But I really want to go to the New York Pride and the Washington, D.C. Pride. We didn't get to go last weekend because I had work.
In D.C.,
and then, and then they were doing stuff. You're
amazing, though. You say you're Lorena. Lorena. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right. I'm so sorry. But hello, Lorena. Or, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I know that I did this a lot when I first started YouNow. I was mispronouncing everyone's name. I'm so sorry.
Somebody said, "Hey from Mexico."
Hey from Mexico.
Hello. Welcome.
Are you in the same time zone as us? What time is it for you? Answer in the little chat what time it is for you right now. This very second. This very moment. For us, it is 10:18 at night. Pride's great. Toronto's Pride is a lot of fun. We should go to Pride in
Canada.
In Canada.
I've been to Pride in Canada.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been to Halifax Pride.
You said you went to 3 prides.
Yeah, I forgot. Canada's my second life. Yeah.
Okay, so some people are saying it's 10:18 for them too. Nice.
Wild.
Nice. Some people are saying 9. This person said that it's 7 for them. Oh my gosh, someone said that it was 3 a.m.
Dang.
Get some sleep. What you doing, friend? Be good to yourself. Treat yourself.
Hi from Alabama.
Hello. Ooh. You kicked your leg and no one saw it.
Oh, sorry.
Poor boo.
Poor boo.
4:20 in the morning.
It's school night and you're keeping us up. Well...
Wait, y'all are still in school?
That's...
I know some people have year-long school, summer school, but are you guys together?
No.
Are you new here? We are engaged. Some people said that they're not in school anymore. School in 3.5 hours. What are you doing?
Boo-boo.
Get some sleep.
I
appreciate your support. I love and adore you. I'm grateful. Treat yourself and get some sleep. I have school till the 21st. Wow. Today is a holiday, so no lessons today. Nice. What's the holiday? Well, for them, it's a holiday.
No, but I mean, today's the 14th, right?
Yeah.
And they have school until the 21st? That's whack with a capital W.
Whack. Trademark. Insomnia is amazing. JK, honestly, I know that feel. I miss school so much because now I'm stuck at home. I feel the same way. That was how I felt every summer. It was there's this pressure that you have to do so much, and then there's so much pressure to enjoy your summer vacation that you can't.
What kind of food are you thinking for the wedding? What food am I not going to have at the wedding? I love food.
There's so much food.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bars. I appreciate that.
I hate gays and you. Well.
Nice. That's awesome.
You do you.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for sharing that with the class. Wonderful. Great news. I have to go to summer school and I got suspended so I don't have to go anymore. Nice.
Dang.
Dang. I was supposed to only have 2 classes this summer, but I just found out I have to go back next fall.
Somebody said they have school until July 19th.
What?
No
you poor soul. Wait, so when do you start school? Do you start school in November? I feel unproductive if I don't do stuff during the summer. Me too. I feel like there's so much pressure to do things during the summer that you can't get away with just not doing anything. But then if you're not doing anything, you're bored and lonely, and that seasonal depression hits. September 3rd it starts. Wow. So that's okay. Well, that's a long time to go to school. I had a lot of snow days this year, so I get out of school next Friday. Gotcha. In Italy, summer holidays are from the 2nd week of June, around the 6th or the 7th, to half of September, around the 15th or 17th. That's pretty nice, buddy. You start school the 1st week of August. Ooh. Y'all are all from advice on starting a YouTube channel. Do what feels good to you. And lighting is nice. Make sure you have lights turned on. People need to see you. And don't worry so much about editing when you first start. If you just post a video, because I know my videos when I first started, the editing was terrible. So don't feel so much pressure about that. May you say Lorena again. Yes, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, Lorena, but hello. It's nice to chat to you. But yeah, don't worry so much about editing stuff. Also on YouTube, there's a very simple editor. If you upload all your videos as unlisted, then you can click the video editor on YouTube and just like click them, drag them together. And that's like super simple. I don't use that personally because I do like more in-depth editing now. And then they didn't offer that when I first started making videos. But that's a cool new feature that you can use now if you want to be a little YouTuber. Another thing is enable your thumbnails so that you can make thumbnails. My boyfriend only has to take 3 classes. It's his last year of high school. Let me tell you something. I had to take 7 classes every single year. It's a mess. That ain't right. Hasn't snowed for more than half a day in my town for like 4 years. I won this poetry contest and read it in front of a bunch of old people earlier today. I'm proud of myself. You go! That's awesome! Congrats! That's super cool. Hey, I have a serious question. I came out to my mom and she says it's just a phase and she won't let me talk to her and I don't have any friends. Well, you have us if you need to talk. I always see all of the tweets that are sent to me on Twitter, and so I'll be able to read and respond if you ever need anything. Anytime I will see that. I would say whenever someone says that it's just a phase, to just like surround yourself with people like in community, like in this, like we're here and you have a bunch of wonderful supportive people over in the comments in the chat. Just surround yourself with community that know that you are valid and know that you're valid and that you are who you are. Someone said in Spanish that they hope that I haven't lost my essentially my capabilities of speaking Spanish. Well, I haven't. Obviously, since I understood you. You should do a video where you and Xander do the Newlywed Game with Ash and Grace. Ooh, Xander and I did like the Newlywed Game before, but it didn't. Like I said, he's camera shy. It didn't go well, so we might do that again in the future.
Yeah.
I just spit slime all over my clothes and my bed. That's great.
Well,
we all have those kind of days, my friend. I understand. If you have an Instagram, we can talk there. You're like, yes! Everyone put your like Instagrams and stuff in the little chat so that we can all support each other and be good and help people. I should run that by Ash about us competing against each other, Newlywed Game. But Ash and Grace have been dating for far longer than Xander and I have. Anna says you are the best. Thank you, Anna.
I have the worst memory ever.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, his memory is crap. He can't even remember what I said to him yesterday. I'll say something to him and I'm like, I told you this. And he's like, I can't
remember what I did this morning.
And I'm like, Xander, I told you this. And he's like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't remember. And I'm like,
yeah, it was.
Your memory is crap.
Yeah, it never used to be like that.
I'm glad everyone's giving their Instagrams. Yes, befriend each other, collect Instagrams, be good, community.
Yes, give us that applause.
Yes. What's that Lady Gaga song? The applause. You're making my cousin's day. Oh, I'm glad. I'm happy that I am.
That's so cute.
I'm very happy to do wonderful things for you. I'm still in the closet, but I have told like a handful of people I trust that I'm pansexual. That's good. I'm proud of you for telling people that you trust that you're pansexual. You don't have to tell anybody. Nobody's entitled to know anything about you. Nobody's entitled to know how you identify. But so you do what feels right for you and what feels good for you. I write gay poems, and my brother gave my parents my phone passwords, so they found it and outed me. Ooh. Are you okay? Are you safe? Is everything okay? Hi from West Virginia, land of coal miners and Confederacy. Well, joke's on you, my mom is from West Virginia, and my mom is neither of those things. That doesn't make any sense. I'm crying because of you guys, so you guys are the cutest. Oh, thanks. When you're so far in the closet, you found Narnia. I find that a very good queer pun. And then almost accidentally out yourself. Oh, I have been there. I understand. Someone's asking about if we are feeling the pride for Pride Month. Yeah. We are, as two iconic queers, professional trans, as we said earlier. Anna's freaking out over you. Thanks. Hey, I was fixing your hair. Out of bars, please say bye, Lorena. Bye, Lorena. Chris is back. We've been here for an hour and a half. This is the first live stream of yours I've seen, but this is awesome. You're so interactive and supportive. I love it. Hope to see more of you. Thank you. I only recently started doing live streams again. I did them years ago. And then a couple days ago, I decided to start doing them again. Thank you, Christine, for the bars. I appreciate it a lot. But I decided to start doing them again because they're interactive and I get to see you and talk to you. Sometimes I want to creep on people on YouNow, but it always tells you when I come back. Yeah, no, listen. I see when you're here, and then when you message Chris, it pops up with like a different like color. So like how all of the comments are white, yours is like slightly translucent with a different color, so that it pops out, so that I see it.
Somebody asked what did we think about the Pride React button on Facebook?
I use it all the time.
I'm torn because Facebook isn't very like
Facebook
LGBT
is
friendly.
Problematic.
Yeah, Facebook is very problematic, but then they're like, here, have this Pride React button, and everybody goes wild, and I went wild.
Facebook is a fake ally. Facebook is a fake ally. But yeah, no, listen. I worry sometimes about Facebook because Facebook is really like Facebook as a company. Obviously, I can't really say much about because I don't know much. But like culture on Facebook is extremely conservative, and I'm not, and so I don't typically go on Facebook as much. Lorena says hi again. I like that you added the emoji to that. That's very adorable. But I don't know if you all know this, but if you have like a Facebook page, like there's my personal profile, and then I have my Facebook page, which is Chandler and Wilson Official. And every once in a while, social media outlets, like sites, and Twitter did this for me too. Every once in a while, if you have your account hooked up to make ads, or to sponsor your tweets or your posts or something, if you just even have it hooked up to do that, but you don't spend any money to do it, they will try to give you the incentive to by giving you like free promo money. So they like give you like a monetary credit to like sponsor stuff. And Facebook gave me a monetary credit to run like a little ad campaign. And I was hesitant about it at first because I was like, Facebook is really conservative. So I don't know if any of you all have seen it, but there's like a little ad that's running now. It's like there are like 3 or 4 different ones that are running for my channel right now, and none of them say that I'm LGBTQ. All of the ads say like, hi, I'm Chandler and I'm a YouTuber. I make like vlogs, travel vlogs, educational videos. Click the link down below to check it out or whatever. And then the picture that's associated with it is just like a picture of me in some form. So and even when I did just that, someone put an angry react, and I was like, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's funny because Twitter once gave me a credit to promote one of my tweets, and I promoted one about protecting trans people of color, protecting non-binary trans people, protecting undocumented trans people, and I chose that one to promote. And someone said, I can't believe someone spent real money to promote this tweet. And I was like, first of all, I ain't spend money. Second of all, of course I'm gonna promote this tweet because this tweet needs to be said. We need to promote and support trans people of color, non-binary trans people, undocumented trans people. We need to support.
Yes.
You're Lorena's favorite YouTuber, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Say hi to Dee.
Say hi to who?
Dee.
Dee?
Yes.
Where is that? I don't even see it. Will you say hi to my sister Dee right now? We are in the hospital. That would make her day. Hello, Dee. It is nice to virtually meet you. I love you guys. OMG in all caps. Me too. OMG all caps. I relate to that on a spiritual level. But thank you. I love you too. I like all these emojis. I'm non-binary. I've never told anyone that before. Well, a lot of us also are non-binary, and we support you, and you are valid, and we think you are so cool. And it's okay to be yourself and to be true to yourself. What you doing?
I'm erasing some photos.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, this is another time to do a little friendly reminder. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you click the little link because I can't see anything that you're commenting. So click the little link to switch on over to YouNow so that I can see your comments and interact with you. Because I can't see anything that's going on YouTube. And also, if you want to click that little button right down there on your screen that has the 3 dots that are connected to share this, I would really appreciate you sharing this little broadcast that we're doing here.
Pineapple on pizza. Yes. Put pineapple on pizza.
I love pineapple. Pineapple is my favorite fruit, but I've never tried pineapple on pizza.
Do it. It's so good.
You know, there's like huge discourse.
Yeah, I know, and people just need to get over it.
It's funny
pineapple is
because
so good.
Xander is on the side of all of the discourse food things because he also eats macaroni and cheese with ketchup. He puts ketchup on his macaroni and cheese.
That's so good.
He's very, very into like all the like on the food side of things. He's the on the one side of the discourse where it's like, yes, eat the food. And I'm on that side too because I'm like, you shouldn't care what other people are eating. If someone wants to put edible pineapple on an edible pizza. Why do you care so much? Why? My voice is cracking so much because I feel so intensely about this. Let people eat the edible food that they want to eat. It ain't hurt nobody. Hey, you found $1. Nice. I found... Random selfie, sorry. I saw the camera and had to look. I put on my rain jacket for the first time in months today, and I found $4 in the pocket. I was so excited. We had to go to the bank. OMG, hi, I love your videos so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Pineapple on pizza is the best. Hey, I'm glad that my viewers are good and wholesome and to believe that pineapple should be on pizza for people who want to eat pineapple on pizza.
Ranch on mac and cheese.
That sounds good.
Heavenly.
That sounds good. It's hilarious. Remember YouNow Broadcast a year ago? Yeah, listen. I did some... If you go on my page, it'll show you moments from past YouNow Broadcasts from like over a year ago, and I'm like, wow, I look like such a youngin'. Thank you for the bars. I appreciate that so much. But oh my goodness, I look like such a youngin'. I was showing Xander earlier, and I was like, I look like a little baby. You need to come look at how my face looks in the past. Thank you so much for the bars. I appreciate that so much. But listen, I haven't really like noticed much of a face change, or that's not something that I've like thought of much until I look at old pictures or old videos. My face was so round and so cute. My face is cute now too, though. But you know, I once told my now ex-friend who is asexual that I'm non-binary, and they told me I was invalid because my hair wasn't a boy cut. There's no one way to be non-binary, and there's no one way to look when you are non-binary. It's not every single non-binary person cuts their hair short. People need to stop. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, sweetie, that someone would do this like that. Dee Dee started crying. She's 17. She said thank you. Aww. I'm glad we could make your day. I'm glad that we could say hello to you. It's been good, and I'm glad to meet you. Hell yes, your face is still cute. Thank you. You're one of only like 10 YouTubers I follow. You're super cool. Just told my fiance I'm asexual finally. Hey, nice. Proud of you. Keep doing you. Keep being your best self. Living your best life. Let's see.
Have you ever
had a trans person tell you that it's shameful to be trans? Because it happened to me a few days ago and I don't know how to feel. Listen, internalized transphobia affects us all differently. I would say, like, just know that regardless of whatever they are trying to unpackage in themselves, that you are valid no matter what anybody else says. Because, like, I know when I was younger, I had a problem with, like, internalized homophobia against myself. So I felt bad about liking people of, like, a similar gender. And so, like, I would just say, remind yourself that everybody is trying to deal with things and unpackage stuff. So don't take that personally, because you are valid. And when they, you know, learn to embrace themselves and love themselves for who they are and get on the level where they can break past that internalized transphobia, they will understand. And they will hopefully be better and not say things like that. Internalized phobias do suck. They do. And it's all because, we all experience things differently and take things personally in different ways about how different people react to us and how society has taught us how we should feel towards certain things. It's hard. It is hard. And it is a lot to like unpackage and start to, figure out and go through in order to get to that point where you can love yourself and not struggle as much with the internalized phobias. Because they are rough. I want to change my name, but I honestly have no idea what to change it to. My suggestion is you could always do what a lot of trans people have done that I've talked to, is literally just Google baby names. Google listed like top baby names, because there are parents that go to name their kid and they don't have any idea, and they go on lists, and there are lists of like top baby names, top whatever names, and there are options for unisex names if that's ever something that you're interested in. It's 5 a.m. for you. Go to sleep. Sleep, please. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here and watching this and supporting us. But listen, love yourself. Treat yourself. Self-care means going to sleep at a reasonable time. Self-care means getting some sleep. Let's see. I want you to imagine yourself a year ago making broadcasts where you opened fan mail and called random people. Whoa, that is a throwback. I do remember that, actually. I remember I was in my living room, or the living room at my parents' house. My mom was sitting over in the chair, and I was on the computer, and I had like one of those like apps on my phone so that I could use a different number, and call people. Wow, that takes me back. Because I used to do that, I used to say, hey, post your number on like my first Instagram post or whatever, and people would go and post their number, and I'd go through the list and I'd just call people. Dang, that does take me back. Wow. You taking a picture? Yeah. Cute. I love you.
I love you.
You're beautiful.
Oh. Gay shit.
Sorry. I was being gay. When was your first kiss ever, Chandler? I was 13. If you have seen my What is Allosexual video, I actually mentioned that in the video. Was that my first kiss was when I was 13. I love you guys, but I need to sleep. Yes, get sleep. I appreciate you being here and supporting us, but get some sleep. Gay. You're not wrong. We were definitely being very gay. Let's see. You guys are so freaking cute. Thank you. Let's see. I actually talked over the phone with you once. I remember you. You asked me how to pronounce refrigerator in Spanish. I remember you. Oh, that was a voice crack. I remember you. Oh my goodness. I think we were friends on Snapchat, weren't we? Didn't we befriend each other on Snapchat? Thank you for still being here. Years later. It's been a while. It's been a long time. But wow, that takes me back. I remember you. And I remember our conversation. Dang. That's awesome. Indeed, Chan, laughing emoji. Listen, I'm allowed to be excited, okay? Cute, you two are adorable. I love you too. Thanks. We're kinda queer, it's okay.
What are you talking about? I'm straight.
Excuse me? I almost jokingly said you were in straight last night.
Wait, what?
I think I'll tell you later.
Oh.
They heard me. They know what I said. I said, do you have a place where you put up all your fan art like you did in your old room? I don't currently. I've been thinking about putting up some of the fan mail and like pictures and stuff that you all had sent me. again, because I took a lot of it with me to college, because originally I was going to decorate my wall in college with it, and instead I decorated the wall with just like that little tiny string with some pictures on it, because like I didn't have enough tack or command strips or anything to like put all the stuff up. So I do still have it all, but I don't know where to hang it up, because I'm kind of like apprehensive to hanging it all up here, because I know I'll have to take it all down when we move. So I'm like, oh, I need to wait till I have more permanent residency. What will your last names be when you get married? I think you're taking my last name, right?
We won't have a last name.
We won't have any. Just go by last names.
Just go by Xandler.
We will change our
We are going to collectively fuse together and just become Xandler.
I was not made aware of this.
Oh.
But, you know, I'm down. I'm down for whatever.
We could be like Crystal Gems. We could fuse and we could become one person.
We are the Crystal Gems.
No, we're not the Crystal Gems. We're the Crystal Gays.
Same thing. Oh. Duh. The Crystal Gems are gay. But, oh, that was cute. Right. That was cute.
Why?
Sorry. I'm being obnoxious. But I think that he is going to take my last name. The Crystal Queers. Yes, that's on brand for me too. Have you seen my shirt? It's not the one that I'm wearing now. I am wearing one of my shirts now though. It says proud to be, proud to accept. This was the first shirt I ever made. Fun fact. One of the most recent shirts that I made was the Crystal Queer shirt. So, hey, how old are you, Chandler? It's funny that you should ask that, because I have a profile on famousbirthdays.com that tells you when my birthday is and how old I am. My birthday is August 7th, 1998, and I am 18, turning 19 in 2 months.
How are you going to feel when you turn 20?
How am I going to feel when I turn 20?
Yeah, the big 20.
That's not old.
Oh.
I'm going to feel like I have all the responsibility of an adult, but nobody treats me like an adult. So it's the same way I feel now. Dang.
Somebody keeps asking, if you have a child, what gender would you want the child to be? I would
want the child to be true to themselves in whichever gender or not gender that they are.
Well, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to have dogs.
Fur babies!
Dogs don't
understand the complexities of societal views towards gender. So, any dog, any fur baby. Someone said that I look younger. Yeah, I get that a lot. A lot of people think that I'm like 14 or 15. And you know...
You should tell them the story about when we were at IHOP and they were like, do y'all have a ride?
Oh my gosh, I need to tell you all this. Well, first I want to say, when I first started making YouTube videos more consistently, I was about 17. And everyone thought that I was like 12. And they were so like, with the chapstick challenge video, everyone, okay. So the people who realized that we were LGBTQ could tell that we were older. But the people who thought that we were a cis-het couple read us as much younger. And so they were all angry, like, get these kids off of YouTube. They're ruining YouTube. This is child pornography. And there were so many people that were so angry. And I'm like, we're not children. Also, we're queer. Stop being so mean. We're not ruining YouTube. Listen, it was a mess. I had to take the comments off of that video because it was so ridiculous. Because people just think that we're so young for some reason. But Xander has a beard, so people don't typically think that he's much younger.
Well, when I shave off my beard, people are like, what grade are you in? And I'm like,
he's like, haha, I have a full-time job.
I have a full-time job and an associate's degree.
Yeah. But we went to IHOP a few weeks ago, and
Lord, this was just a mess.
The waitress asked us, I don't remember how it started, but she was like, "Can I ask you something?" or something like that. And she said, "Do y'all have a ride?" And we were just kind of like, we were kind of confused because
it raining outside? Was that why she?
No, it wasn't raining.
Oh.
But I remember she was like, "Do you all have a ride?" And we were like, "Yeah, we drive. We have a car." And she was like, "Can I ask you something? How old are y'all?" And I remember I said to her, I was like, "How old do you think we are?" Just out of curiosity. And she said that she thought we were like 15 or 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "He's going on 20, I'm going on 19. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, y'all look so young." And I was wondering, oh no, do they have a ride? And we were like,
Dad.
we have cars. We have an apartment and a lease. We have bills that we pay and jobs that we do.
People are surprised that I have an associate's degree.
They're surprised that you have an associate's degree? I got me a smart man, okay?
I got an associate's degree in pre-social work, and now I'm kind of just floating about what I want to do. But
yeah. What non-traditional, no flying or super strength, superpower would y'all want? Non-traditional.
To
make money appear whenever
I was
I
just
need.
about to say that.
Dang! We were made for each other. We're soulmates.
No. We can't. Well, would we be able? Because you would already be able to produce enough money. I would stop crying. Well, I would have the ability to stop.
Stop crying. Stop.
Stop violence.
Name of love.
I would stop violence. You know what my freaking superpower would be? God, what is the island's name in Moana? The giant. Yeah. I want to be Tafiti. I have to look like me. I can't look like
Tafiti.
Yeah.
So your power is to grow, produce nature, rage for 1,000 years, and abruptly fall asleep.
I mean, isn't that what this past semester was? Low-key, I was raging.
I'm dead!
And now I'm flourishing.
I'm dead. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. You'd cause hyperinflation, though. Not if that money was just for me and charity. Hello?
What's the thing? We could do money laundering.
Dang. Thank you for the bars, Mary. I appreciate it. And I'm running out of my voice. That's one thing that I've noticed about Tia is I constantly feel like I'm straining my voice. Would you rather have your eyes to be cut off or your mouth to fall off randomly? My mouth, I guess. I mean, would I still be able to eat? Would I have to take nutrients through the veins?
Your eye? How do you cut your eyes off?
Cut them off. Just off. Let's see.
Somebody called us beautiful taters. I like that.
It's nice.
Instead of bread mom, we could be the
trans taters.
No.
Yes, I'm trans species. Yeah. No, what did you say? The tater what?
The tater totters.
The tater totters?
I don't know. It's gotta be it's gotta be rhymey. Or no, it's gotta be kitschy. I don't know.
And trans taters isn't? It's very on brand for us. Here
Tenders.
we are trying to discuss our
Can I
our
call
branding.
you my brotatoes? Heck yeah.
Brotatoes?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yo, protein.
That's
trans tater totters.
I love how we're discussing branding. What's on brand? Is it trans taters? Someone has said, I just found out that my girlfriend is asexual and she feels insecure in her body and I want to help her feel better. I would say to just remind her that you don't need to be physical to be happy in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep letting her know because I remember I personally, before when I was coming out about my asexuality and I was uncomfortable in my body, that one thing that I wish someone would have done for me was just be more reassuring of hey, this isn't being asexual is a good thing. Being out and being proud about who you are is a good thing, and being yourself is a good thing. And you don't have to feel bad for not wanting to do these things or not wanting to engage in this activity. You don't have to feel bad about who you are. And just like constantly remind her that like she's good and her boundaries deserve to be respected, and that you want to love and support her. And just, you know, give her the little love talk down, the little booster speech. I don't know what to call it. What's it called when they give the inspirational speech before like football games or something? What's that called?
The pep talk?
Pep talk. Why didn't I know what that was? If you could go back and change your past, would you? Some parts definitely. I'm like torn because I want to say like no, because everything has shaped me into the person I am today, and like without the, you can't appreciate the good without the bad, and like I want to be all deep like that, but like no, like there are some things that I don't like. I wish I could change. I remember us both talking about making films back when you were convinced on studying film. Yeah. When I was in college, I took one film class, and that film class was where they took speakers from the film industry to come and talk about how they got into film. And literally almost all of them were like, we didn't go to film school. We got in through all these different ways. And I was like, then why am I paying $15,000 in a film school? It's time to leave. So that's why I left, was because they were like, no, there are a million ways you can get into the industry. And I was like, all right, goodbye. Let's see. What time is it there? It is now almost 11 at night. And I became a fan 4 years ago. Thanks for hanging out and staying along for this journey and this intense ride. It has been quite a ride. It is true. It's so true. Because almost all the people there were like, yeah, no, we didn't go to film school. Or they were like, we went to, I remember there was one girl there who was like, yeah, I went to a very prestigious film school in England because that's where I'm from. And I was like, well, I'm not going to make it into your prestigious film school in England because it was a film school that accepts 60 students who are younger, like young people. And I was like, I'm too old. Chandler, my mom and I have been talking about starting testosterone soon. Do you have any advice? Brace yourself for all of the changes that could happen and talk them out with her. Let her know about all of these things that could happen. Thank you for the bar, Summer. I appreciate that. But make sure you just kind of like make it aware, make it be known to her all of the changes that will happen, because I haven't really talked to, like, I know that my mom knows that I'm on testosterone. I'm pretty sure that my dad knows too, but I haven't really talked to like my dad about like the changes that occur. So I got told, or he told me, because of my voice sounding differently, he was like, are you sick? And I was like, wow, a true milestone. Someone asking me if I'm sick because of my voice change. So just like discuss these things. Your date for tea might be set for June 21st. That's awesome. That's so soon. Congratulations. What is the craziest fruit you've had? Ooh. The zebra fruit thing.
I know. I said me. Sorry.
You're not the strangest fruit.
I'm the forbidden fruit. I'm just kidding.
You're the worst fruit. You're the cheap fruit off the counter.
I'm discounted. I'm discounted.
You're a banana.
I'm bruised.
You're bruised.
Still good.
Still good. Still edible. It's only 10:01 for me, and my family is going to Illinois to Colorado for 10 days. Nice! I love going on trips, exploring.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? When are you guys getting married? A long ass time from now. In the future. A few years from now, probably. We'll see. 5 a.m. now in Germany, still awake. Listen. Get sleep. What's good? Get sleep. Someone said, LOL, Xander, at what you were doing with the, I'm guessing the fruit thing they thought was really funny. Hey, read Daydream Burrito. They have a good question. Where are you? Where is that? Daydream Burrito. I'm interested in starting tea, but I'm literally in Narnia, so I haven't come out to my parents. What was the rest of it? Come out to my parents yet. Any advice? How old are you? Because depending on your age, you could probably go and look into getting hormones without even telling them. You don't have to tell them that you're going on hormones. It could always be the experience like mine, where they just say to you, or where someone says to you, are you sick? And you're like, yeah, I am. Horribly sick.
Which happened to you?
Huh? Which
happened to you?
Yeah. Hey, we're now featured in LGBT. Woo! A tag. You're 17. When do you turn 18? Because I know that at Planned Parenthood, you can start testosterone at 17, but that you need parental consent, I'm pretty sure, when you're 17, but when you're 18, you don't. So if you turn 18 soon, then in January, that's not too terribly far away. It's half a year, but that's not horrible. Uppercase Chase is watching.
Yeah.
Uppercase Chase was trending before. He's gone now. Goodbye. It's okay. I would say that maybe if you're really worried about coming out, then you could always just wait, because that's like what I did about like testosterone. Was I just waited. I never really told my parents that I really wanted to go on testosterone before I just waited until I was 18 before I was like, okay, I'm going on testosterone. Dude, I called Planned Parenthood to make an appointment and was on T within 2 weeks. Yeah, listen. That's the same with me. I think I emailed them, and I had one appointment with them for the informed consent, and I think that so I had my first appointment with the informed consent, where they tell me what happens, and I say if I do or don't want to start testosterone, and then the next day they prescribed it to me, and then the day after I had my shot teaching and had my first T shot. So
yeah, it was pretty fast.
It was. So yeah, my recommendation is just, if you are worried about coming out to your parents, don't feel like you have to. There's no pressure to do that. You're allowed to tell whoever you want to tell and not tell whoever you don't want to tell. So if you want to wait the few months, then you can always go on it discreetly, like I did.
Does your dad know? Your dad knows that you're on testosterone, right?
I feel like he knew, and then it didn't cross his mind again because he doesn't want to think about it.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where he was like, he knows that I went to get testosterone because I posted on Instagram about my first T shot.
Yeah.
But I think that he doesn't think about it anymore because he doesn't want to.
I think he's in a lot of denial.
Okay.
I don't know, like.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Somebody's commenting from Hong Kong.
Where? Hi from Hong Kong. What time is it for you? That's so awesome. Hello. What time is it for you in Hong Kong? What restaurant was that again where the waitresses thought you were very young? IHOP. Thanks. I can definitely wait a couple more months. Love you guys. Love you too. Thank you for being here and listening to us and letting us give you some advice and sharing your stories with the community here.
Hi from the most homophobic and transphobic
It's 11
state.
a.m. in Hong Kong. Whoa! And then watching you from New Zealand, so far away from you. What time is it in New Zealand? My friend went on T last year. First thing they noticed was more acne and voice got deeper. That's the first thing that I really noticed too. Actually, the first thing that I noticed was like my menstrual cycle, because it went away immediately. Like literally my first shot, my period stopped. That was the first thing that I noticed.
Somebody asked, what are your guys' experience with the T-shot hairline receding thing?
I don't know if mine has yet.
I'm afraid to go back on T because my family has the worst
Baldness.
history of like receding hairline.
His hair is also thinner. That's another thing that happens. His hair is quite thin.
My brother has like that Count Chocula like dip where it like comes back and then it's just like a giant V. Oh, it's terrible. It's so terrible. And I'm so afraid of getting it. I'm not ready to be bald. I'd rather just do like hair implants or something. You're cute.
I love you.
Ecuador.
Ecuador, nice. Does that mean my hair will get thicker when I go on estrogen?
Yes, I think some people have said that. No, I don't know. I think it's just kind of dependent on like how your body chemistry is.
There's always a possibility that things will change in ways that you didn't expect. It will be a nicer texture though.
Yeah, it's supposed
to be
softer.
And your skin will be a nicer texture.
It's supposed to be soft.
Get ready for that soft glowing skin and less oily skin. I think that maybe one thing you might think about that is maybe you'll think that like your skin feels like drier just because of like how I've felt going on testosterone with my skin getting more oily. I'm like, wow, my skin before was like nothing. It was like so dry in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Your skin will clear up, get smooth. Your hair will be nice and soft and flowy. Get ready. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Should you dye your hair? Always, unless of course you need to get a job and your job says no, you can't dye your hair, then dye it black or bleach it blonde. But yeah, hello from Korea. Hello. My voice is cracking every which way. What's your favorite type of butterfly? The one on my leg. It's a swallowtail butterfly. It's like the yellow one with the little, like, how its wing goes like down like that. You know what I'm talking about? You know? It's like a little thing that hangs off like that on their wing.
The monarch?
No.
No.
Is that one yours?
No.
Is that your favorite?
No, that's not my favorite.
Oh.
I like I know they like scare the living crap out of me, but the Luna, but the
ones that are really a moth? The really big ones that are like this big? That's
a
moth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I got a wild story to tell you all about that. So, like, do y'all know what those are? Like the giant moth. It's like this big, and it's green. Oh my gosh, let me tell you.
It's a nightmare.
I was once driving in the Walmart parking lot, and two of them that were trying to get freaky went and smacked right into my windshield and were flopping around on my windshield. I had a heart attack. Listen, I was not ready.
You were like, not in my Christian neighborhood.
I was like, not in my good Christian neighborhood, okay? They were flopping all over on my windshield. I was like, how did they survive that? Because they smacked right in. That's how big they are. They could survive smacking into my car. Looks like Xander is about to fall asleep. Are you about to fall asleep?
I mean, maybe.
Chandler, may I tell you something? Heck yeah, tell me something. What pronouns do you guys use? They, them?
I use they, them, and he, him.
Nice. Can I be androgynous without being non-binary? Of course.
You can
Of
be
course.
whatever you want and identify however you want.
Heck yeah.
If you identify... Oh, sorry.
You go first.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you identify masculinely, like I do, it doesn't mean that you can't express yourself in feminine ways. So you do you, regardless of like how you identify.
I'm struggling about my identity. What do I do? My advice that I always give when people ask me, like, I'm not entirely sure how I identify or I'm struggling with my identity, my advice that I always give is work backwards. Narrow it down from what you know that you're not. That way, at least you're going from super broad to more specific, if that's something you want to do. If you want to, like, obviously if you want to use the word queer to describe you, go for it, but that's like, you know, the biggest umbrella. But if you are the type of person who wants to like narrow it down and feel more like you have a label that's more specific, then I always say just work backwards from what you know that you're not. So like for me personally, I would like look at all these things and think, well, I know that I'm not a girl, so I can't be cis or anything like feminine girl aligned, because I'm not a girl, I don't feel that way. And then I would look at like, you know, what else, and like, so that would also cross out for me like gender fluid with girl, or bigender girl with another gender or something, because I know that I'm not a girl, so I'm not anything that would also entail being a girl. So I would just say just work backwards from what you know that you're not. And that can work with sexual orientation too. So like work backwards from what you know that you're not. And now it's been about a year since I came out to my family and friends, and I wanted to thank you for talking to me that time ago. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm so proud. I'm such a proud parent. Is there ever a time when you shouldn't ask someone their preferred pronouns? Ooh. I would say don't do it in front of what you would assume to be parents or guardians, because they might not be out yet. I would say always ask someone when it's a one-on-one conversation, but don't expect someone to come out to you just because it's like one-on-one. Like, I know from my experiences when someone has asked me that, like a new person, that I felt like, okay, maybe I can actually say what my pronouns are, because, you know, they thought to ask. Like, that's not something that someone who is transphobic would do. Someone who's transphobic doesn't know to ask what my pronouns are. But like in situations like that, I would say don't ask. If like, don't put pressure on them to come out or to like say anything, especially if they're like around people that maybe they're not out to. If they are trans, but like, I would say just do it when it's a one-on-one conversation. That way they can feel more comfortable about actually telling you what their preferred pronouns actually are, and maybe even saying like, hey, my pronouns are they, them, but I'm not out yet, so can you please call me she, her, or can you please call me he, him, or whatever. So just like asking when it's one-on-one. No pressure to come out, you know. I love your hair. Ooh, thanks.
I'm watching this thing.
I'm finally growing my hair back out, because remember I shaved it? Look how long it is right now. Ooh. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Ooh, we got 107 viewers. I think this is the most viewers we've had so far on this little broadcast we've done. I think this is the most. So I think now is a great time for us to do a friendly reminder again. People that have been watching this for a while are like, oh, again. No, but if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you click the link to come on over to YouNow, because I can't see what you're commenting on YouTube. So click the link to come on over to YouNow so that I can actually see what you're saying and be able to interact with you and invite you and hang out and come over to the dark side of YouNow instead of YouTube. And then also, if you still have it, you can use your free spin on us. We would really appreciate that. If you use your free spin, would you be a cat or a dog or a dragon? I would be a dog.
I'd be a dog too.
You'd be a dog too? Yeah. I once told my mom, I wish I was a dog. That way people would come up and give me back rubs. And my mom was like, okay. I was like, I promise it's not weird. I remember when you had blue hair and we're doing art projects. Ooh, I had blue hair a long time ago. I think the last time I had blue hair, I was 15. Dang. Oh my gosh, that was a video from many years ago. I know what you're talking about. The 5-minute crafting challenge, right? You know, that's an old video. How are y'all? Y'all been talking to us or about us for a while. How are you doing?
I'm tired.
You're tired?
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna end this soon. Because it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Do you want to end it at 11:30?
Yeah, we're gonna end it at 11:30. That sounds good. How are y'all? That means that we'll end this in about 12 minutes. So about when it's about 2.5 hours, a little before.
Yeah, so send us some more questions that we can answer.
Yeah,
we're gonna be on here for another 12 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to get up in 2.5 hours and it's light outside. Dang. Good night. It was nice to have you along with us. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again soon at a more reasonable hour. I remember when you did the chapstick challenge. Which one? I did 2. Ripped to both of them.
Yikes.
It's so bad. What are your hopes and dreams? Financial stability.
Dang.
Like an adult.
A dog.
A dog. How old are you two? I love how you guys are together. It's cute. I'm going on 19 and they're going on 20 in August. Both of our birthdays are at the very beginning of August. How long ago did y'all meet? We met when I was 15 and Xander was 16. We actually, fun fact, for those of you who all have been here for a while and have seen like my chapstick challenge videos and stuff, we actually dated before I dated Peyton. We went on some dates. He asked me to be with him and I said I wasn't ready for a relationship yet.
Yo.
And then a few months later, I started dating Peyton. And then years later, here we are again. We both dated different people for a couple years there.
Yeah.
But we're back because soulmates always return. I like you.
Wild.
A lot.
That was like so crazy. That was wild.
Xander, do fans come up to you like they have come up to Chandler?
No.
Have people recognized you?
No.
I think so.
No. Fans do not recognize me. Okay, this is gonna sound mean to me, but like,
Love yourself.
I look like an average.
You look generic.
guy.
Is that what you're
I look generic,
Yeah.
but with a J-Lo booty. So like, I stick out, but I'm not like, I don't stick out, you know.
And see, now I look very generic ever since I like shaved my hair or like dyed it black when I got rid of like the color. Because remember, I used to have like just the patch of this right here was like color, and I might do that again. We'll see. But I remember I was applying for jobs, and so that's why I had to adult up and dye my hair to a commonly occurring natural hair color. Whew.
Somebody said sorry, Chan, but Xander is bae.
You're right. I agree. Xander is bae.
I see you.
Xander's my bae. Hop off my man.
If
No, I'm just
anybody
kidding.
ever came up to me, I'd probably like hug them and
You'd
become
probably
their
be
friend.
very awkward and shy.
Yeah, I probably
You'd be
would.
like, what are you doing coming up to me? Chandler has a distinctive look. Do you really think that? I don't think I look distinctive. And then casual misgendering. It's all good. Where can I meet you guys? We are going to Summer in the City in August.
Xander, what do you think of Chandler's YouTube career? I just think of it as like a job.
Hobby.
I think like a lot of the people in our life, like, I mean, Chandler is sort of like a celebrity, but like I just see them as
celebrity.
kind of as a person, and
it's
kind
weird.
of look at their YouTube as their job.
It's very weird because, like, I have almost 500,000 subscribers, and like Shane Dawson has said it before, being famous on the internet doesn't mean shit. And he's right, it doesn't. But it's always like I remind myself that like these are actual people that are taking time out of their day to spend it with me and to like listen to me, and people who have told me that they feel inspired by me to be true to themselves. And I'm like, that's really what real popularity should be. Popularity shouldn't be like what they show in like movies of like rude people being popular because they're rude. Popularity should be good people being popular because they're good and they have such a positive impact on other people. And so it always makes me feel good when people say that I have had a positive impact on them. What?
People are saying you should write a book. They've already written a book, you guys.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm a little bit of a hipster. No, I'm totally kidding.
Chill.
You know how there was like that that whole YouTuber book craze, and like everyone was like, oh my gosh, all the YouTubers are writing books. It's another YouTuber book. I wrote a book when I was 13. And it was a fiction novel that I wrote for NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. And so I was like, been there, done that. I wrote a book before it was cool. Thank you so much for the likes. But I was like, yeah, I wrote a book a long time ago before any of the other YouTubers did. So I'm kind of like what's like an innovator. Totally sarcastic though. But hey, I'm Genderflux too. Nice. I actually know this person. I think I follow you on Twitter. I designed a picture for you. I remember that. Chandler
and Xander, the queer series.
Chandler, aren't you in Ash's book? I am. I'm under. I think they did it for my gender identity. I'm pretty sure I'm under for agender. But yeah, I am. I'm in Ash's book. Ash's book.
I think I'm screaming. Me too.
Where? Who said that?
Wait, oh darn it, it was all 6. The likes were all 6.
Hey, the likes were 666. 6. Mm-hmm. Nice. I like that. Hey, you got Ash's book last week and I've already read it over and over. Nice. They said they were gonna send me like a physical copy of it, but they gave me a digital copy, like not the final copy. It was like a draft, and so I have it, or at least a version of it, a copy of it, a version. So that's cool. I like being able to see all the different people that were featured in it. I think that's really cool. I think that was a really cool thing to do. Let's see. Are you tired? Yes, that's why we're leaving soon. 5 more minutes. Hey, you're gonna be in Ash's new online version. That's so cool. I saw that Ash was doing like new stuff regarding the book. I don't know how to phrase it right. But like the online version, and then doing one where they needed other graphics made.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Bye, see you later. Bye. What's your favorite music? My favorite band is 21 Pilots.
I mean,
your favorite music is...
I like a lot of different music. I like Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse.
She right here. She always with me.
She always with me. Oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. for you? Go to sleep. We love you and we appreciate the support, but get some sleep, boo. I see the person saying they found out that their girlfriend's asexual and that they don't feel insecure about it. We answered that question a while ago, but basically what we just said was just like remind her that like she's allowed to have her boundaries and she doesn't have to do anything that she doesn't want to do, and that she is a good and it's good to be true to yourself, and that you love and respect her and want her to feel good and comfortable, and that you respect her boundaries and want her to be happy.
Somebody asked if we would be a vampire or werewolf, and like in my head I was thinking, that's an obvious answer. What would you say? Would you be a vampire or werewolf?
I'd probably be a vampire.
What?
Time to break up.
I feel betrayed.
Time to break up. No, werewolves are just, I don't know. I get the impression that they're stinky. Sorry.
I'm stinky, so that makes sense.
You are stinky. You did NaNoWriMo in class last year? Nice. Werewolf for the win. Ooh.
Good night, Brotato.
When are you going to do another live chat? Probably in a couple days, just like I did the last one. So maybe Saturday?
We could make it weekly, like on the same day.
Well, I think I want to do more than just one a week. Because like I said, I want to do it for like different time zones so that everybody gets a chance to watch. And also, if you all didn't know, I save all of these broadcasts as unlisted videos on my YouTube channel so that I can post them on Patreon for people of the $1 tier. So if you didn't know, on Patreon, people on the $1, the lowest tier, they get to see videos before they're up on YouTube. And then also, since I've started doing the broadcast again, I have it set up to my YouTube, or like connected to my YouTube. And so I just have it so that they get the links to watch the broadcast over again, if that's ever something you're interested in. You've responded to my comment like 3 times, and I've squealed very loudly every time. Well, there's a 4th time.
Ooh.
Let's see. Chandler, are you going to make an asexual, not a phase t-shirt? I really like to buy one. You mean like the ones where it's like the little squiggle and it's the pride flag? Did I not make an asexual one for that?
I thought you did.
I think maybe did I do all like gender identity ones? Maybe. I will get on that. I will make sure that I do some that are sexual orientation and romantic orientation related.
If you could be in a TV show, what TV show would it be?
Steven Universe. Oh, dang.
I don't know. All of the TV shows I like are like really just, you wouldn't want to be in them. Like, I wouldn't want to be in Orange is the New Black.
True. We're gonna go soon. So, thank you so much for staying with us on this wild ride of 2.5 hours. I know that not everyone was here the entire time, but it means a lot to me that you came and you watched and you supported for however long you were here. That includes like people who have already left. Like, thank you for coming. I know you won't see this, but you know, so want to give credit where credit is due. And Chandler, you would be perfect, and Steven, you know first. Thanks. But thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for sticking with us. And we will see you all soon. So please sleep. Get sleep.
Please sleep.
You in Germany, where you said it was 5:20 in the morning, I see you. You need to sleep. Promise me you'll sleep after this is over. All right. But good night.
Good night, y'all.
Get sleep. Be good. We love you. That was gay.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect way to end this.
I thought it was
perfect way to end this. All right. Bye.
Bye.